need this game. Seen that gun?
Yeah.
See how OP it is? I don't think it's OP.
Oh shit.
You see what it can do? He said he aimed it at the enemy, and you see when he shot, it knocked his ass up. Yeah. That's what I was using. That's what I was using on this man base. Imagine me using that ass quiet.
I'm dead.
They were all running through there. They said, boom, chill ass down. They were knocked up. Now I got this shotgun where if I shoot him, it knocks him out. It don't kill him. It just puts him to sleep.
Fresh gear.
Yeah.
Can't be
Now they made an update to the game where you can play as squad now on the bases. You can take out people's bases and take their shit. I ain't been nervous. I need to really. I got a lot of stuff on here though. A lot of stuff on here. I've been on here, so I got like 3 bases. My main one. I got 2. The second one almost done. I just gotta upgrade this. Done with that. Now I gotta get some more soldiers and put them on my face.
Let me find out they doing double SC on war. I don't like that shit though. Fuck that.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Show them what you're made of, soldier. Bring the war to them and bring it hard. Conquered by the tank. recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky.
Spawn flipped. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. What the? Wow. Spawn on top of me. I like that. Man, you gonna sit there and camp in the corner? Really, nigga?
Enemy care package observed. Stop there, resupply.
So what? I think I'm Prestige something. I really don't know. I haven't been playing like that. I've been on zombies.
Enemy bomb incoming.
Oh,
Get to
shit.
cover. Counter recon aloft. Engaging enemy recon. Bring out maneuver.
In the restaurant!
Out.
I mean, if you want to play, you can.
I know what's better. I'm still on your face. Yeah, they got him smooth.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm grab on it.
I need that to breathe.
That'd be fun. Alright. I'm just grabbing your titties.
I mean, if you want to play with me, you just let me know, because I mean, I can easily back out. People on my team is ass anyway. Fucking terrible.
We have fire superiority. Lost the lead! Intel bomb mission underway. We have the lead!
What
Package
the?
on the way. Protect the drop zone. Enemy recon aircraft observed. Fighter strike inbound. Find cover.
Oh shit.
We're being outmaneuvered. Paratroopers descending.
Oh, that's our
have the
parachute.
momentum.
This shit scared me. What the hell? Where he come from? Oh, you almost killed me. Don't do that shit. You bitch.
I got him! They're holed up in the restaurant! No ammo! Cover me!
How, yo? What the fuck? That be making me mad. I shoot somebody on the other team first and they get the shit's done.
Enemy recon aircraft
What the
observed.
fuck? Are you serious?
We're being outmaneuvered. Incoming enemy outnumbered. Get to cover. Enemy care package observed. Stop there and resupply. We have the momentum.
Gotcha.
Great work. They are in full retreat.
They got they ass beat.
They got they ass
What the fuck?
Come on. Come on. Right here.
Oh, so your name Felicia. They call you Felicia? Oh, that shit rip. Why you ain't never tell me that?
Because remember, she Felicia, and they're gonna be like, oh, be gone, Felicia. Yeah. Or they're gonna say bye, Felicia. Yeah, I remember that name inferred to that movie. That's why that's why they're gonna do it. But you know I ain't gonna make fun of your name.
I never do that. It should let you join in on me. I've tried to invite you. It's not giving me that option.
My name Joshua Taylor. Joshua Taylor. I'm like that. I got a long ass last.
Still just saying view profile and report. It's not letting me.
Man, y'all know that Werewolf 2 be tripping though. What's a good game though? Hell, somebody here play zombies on there? Zombies, it's okay on there. Through the what the Easter egg on that first one? Really? Try to help some.
I mean, if she wants to, that's up to her. Okay, there you go. Now I show up. That's weird. What the fuck? I don't even know if I'm procedure. I just say I'm on level Captain 44. You just do hard. Do you do core or hardcore?
Let's go eat.
Why? That should be echoing and buzzing and shit. I might want to hear that. Yeah. Just got weird. He was just being weird. Like, he was asking almost every girl. I heard everything. I just ain't saying nothing. He was asking every girl, talking about, do you eat bananas? And all this other weird shit. Talking about something. Oh, if he do, he got that throat, that deep throat. I'll fuck, tell your sister I'll fuck her. What? You say you about to eat, right? Shawty, how old is you? Why? Why do everybody ask me this question? Jesus. These nuts. That's how old I am.
I'm telling them these nuts. Probably looking stupid, you know.
I hate people keep asking me that question. Like, I done said that shit already. Why must I repeat myself? I'm not doing it. I'm not that fucking old. Don't try me.
He probably young as hell.
Why you asking me how old I am? How about you? How old are you? Oh, you wanna know my age? Shit, the fuck, yeah. That was weird. I knew that you was right. He's sitting there trying to ask me how old I'm not. This nigga is mad fucking young. This nigga's 16.
I told you. I'm still a kid.
Fuck.
Oh, hell no.
I'm old enough to be your mom. That's how old I am.
You don't want to be his older sister. That's not even...
You mad old playing video games. Okay, I know I'm not the only one that plays video games, so...
Niggas in 30 and 40s and shit still playing games. What are you talking about?
How you sound talking about some I'm old playing video games? I know people that's in their 30s and 40s still play games.
Still playing games.
So what are you talking about?
You sound stupid.
Talking about some tough, boy.
He's still a kid. What, 16 years old?
Anyway.
Not to know kids, man. Kid, bro. I mean, really is. You think you gonna see me hang out with a 16-year-old? It's like that big, but it's like they act mature for their age, but that's good. It's a lot of them like that, but you still got some that still act like they 13 or 12 years old. I ain't finna be saying one. You gonna think that's my son or some shit? Yeah. And then, I don't know. What the hell are y'all just talking about? Go watch that video. Go watch the. I got my headphones, but go watch that video for me. I think he just posted. He been posting a lot of videos. I think he posted like 3 videos other things. He posted something about.
Nigga, you is not no fucking grown. You claiming that you grown. You ain't no grown.
He still living with his mom and all that shit. Nah, hell no. He ain't paying no bills. Nah, he ain't grown. Babe, go look at the Honest video. I don't have my headphones. You got your phone. Honestly, my phone charging. I can watch on the computer, but I got my headphones. They on the ground over there. I'm not trying to do that. See what he talking about? He said something about the DLC. I need to know because I might buy the DLC.
What's up guys, Hamish here, and today we've got some pretty awesome Destiny 2 and Forsaken DLC news to talk about. So this is going to be regarding the expansion and some of the updates we'll get alongside the DLC. We actually have a new development roadmap for Destiny 2, so we get details on the preload for the Forsaken expansion. We're actually going to be getting an update a week before the DLC launches, where we'll get a few of the key features that'll be coming in the updates alongside the DLC, and that includes weapon slot changes. So there's some really cool stuff to talk about there. We're also going to talk about Solstice of Heroes, the summer event that'll lead up to that update on August 28th. We've got a look at some new Crucible gameplay on a new PvP map that we'll get alongside the Forsaken expansion, and this is inside of the new game mode. So a lot of stuff to talk about in this video, guys. If you do enjoy it, a like below is very much appreciated, but for now, let's jump straight into it. So Bungie have brought this new roadmap update for Destiny 2. It breaks down all of the features that come alongside DLC in the various free updates of the game available to all players. And like I said, we get some pretty cool information. So Deej said there are 2 impending downloads that will kick off year 2. One is a preload and the other is a day 1 patch for the Forsaken DLC. So if you take a look at the roadmap right here, we can see update 1.2.3, that's the one we've just had. Of course, Solstice of Heroes is actually part of that update, but the Solstice of Heroes event will start on August 31st, which is next week's reset. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, but we're actually going to be getting the preload for the Forsaken DLC, and this comes in an update on August 28th. With this update, we're going to get a few of the key features that will actually be a part of the Forsaken expansion and the Year 2 update. So we can see right here, weapon slot changes. Also in yellow, we have bulk shader deletion and 200 additional vault slots. Now the yellow ones right here are features which have had the delivery date revised, so these were supposed to come on September 4th alongside Forsaken, but have been moved forward to August the 28th. On top of this, we will get milestones and challenge updates, director updates, and heroic story missions. All of this arriving on August 28th. So that's actually literally 1 week before the Forsaken DLC launches. If you remember back to the Taken King, I believe it was a couple of weeks, maybe a week before the Taken King launched, where we had the big sandbox update for the Crucible. They brought in some features like the exotic class items for the factions and a few other things. And so it was kind of like a hype event, plus Bungie could actually allow players to preload and get some of those updates done a bit early. And that is exactly what is going to be happening here. So we're going to see all of this stuff in the game. Bungie do say they're going to give us more details, but we'll actually be able to preview those slot changes on August 28th. So that's where a bunch of the weapons we currently own will be reslotted.
Definition of a battlefield was an interesting thing. A battlefield can be a room with two people.
Of course, all of the Year 1 weapons that we'll have at the time will be able to be infused in Forsaken, but will not come with any of the random bonuses or anything like that. However, at the same time, they will be reslotted to kind of work with the new weapon slot systems. We'll actually get to see that before the DLC even goes live. Various director updates, milestones, and challenge updates will be interesting as well. Potentially, we'll get the kind of double weekly reset inside of that week with the milestone and challenge changes. We're also kind of getting a little taster for that with what we saw with the Whisper Heroic or Exotic mission, but Heroic Story missions, bulk shader deletion, and those additional vault slots early on August 28th sounds pretty awesome. Let me know what you guys think about that and any stuff that you're really looking forward to checking out. But then of course on September 4th we get the Forsaken expansion. That is when Year 2 begins, and then we'll get the gear collections, in-game triumphs, weapon randomization, mod system update, 3 new Crucible maps, a new Crucible mode, power matters in the Iron Banner and in Trials, as well as in-game lore, new bounties, and more. Now, Bungie say it should be noted that not everything in this update will become available on September 4th. There are special events like the Iron Banner that will be scheduled at a later date. During the season, new Crucible maps will enter matchmaking playlists. We've also indicated the fact that one of these new maps will be a PlayStation exclusive, and we can see that on the roadmap. And of course, they say stay tuned to the blog for a more complete calendar of events as we grow closer to the beginning of Season 4. Developer commentary for some of the new additions listed above is being gathered at this moment, and we'll have updates on the maintenance windows for the 2 deployments in future editions of This Week at Bungie. So pretty cool stuff. I'd imagine we're going to get a lot more DLC news throughout the next month as well. But personally, I'm really excited to jump in, try those weapon slot changes early, see our current weapons kind of move around a little bit. Plus, we'll get a taster of that inside of PvP. PvP in particular is going to be fairly interesting that week. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Of course, August 28th, though, will actually be the finish date for the Solstice of Heroes event. So DMG did confirm Solstice of Heroes starts on July 31st, 2018 and ends at the weekly reset on August 28th, 2018. And inside of that window, we will be able to unlock the exclusive armor for the Solstice of Heroes. There'll be other kind of cosmetic rewards and things like that. We even know of a couple of quests that we're going to be seeing inside of there as well, so it's going to be pretty interesting. There will also be the various triumphs to complete for moments of triumph for the first year for Destiny 2. But on the subject of that armor that we can get for the Solstice of Heroes event, there will be various upgrades that we'll actually need to unlock by doing various different activities and objectives. So we'll get a shattered set of armor to begin with, and once we upgrade that, we'll receive the Rekindle set. This will be at 340 power with a new list of objectives to complete. Once you complete those ones, your reward is the Resplendent armor set at 400 power, and there is a final group of objectives that you can complete, and these will unlock the Masterwork versions of the armor sets. And there are various different objectives for those as well, things inside of raids, strikes, Crucible, but that is purely for the upgrade to Masterwork, not necessarily for the power level. There'll also be a bunch of different missions that we'll need to complete. These will be various campaign missions from Destiny 2's original campaign that will kind of feature into this as well. So it's going to be a pretty interesting time. Quite a lot of content to still unlock and to kind of memorialize through the moments of triumph for the future of Destiny 2. But DMG had also confirmed there will be some changes to how strikes and heroic strikes work when Forsaken releases. Some modifiers will be updated, and some changes to how the activity feels as you increase in power level. They'll have more info in the coming weeks, so that's definitely something worth noting as well. But Game Informer actually continued their coverage for the Forsaken expansion, and today they spoke about the new competitive mode called Breakthrough. So they had some time to grab exclusive gameplay and give some impressions of this new mode. They do say, as with the other modes in the competitive playlist, Breakthrough is less about running around and hoping you win simply by scoring more kills or capturing zones, and more about working together with the team to accomplish an objective. In this case, it's not about wiping out the enemy team. Instead, it's about capturing 1 or 2 points. Teams start off evenly matched. There are 2 teams fighting for 1 capture point located in the center of the map. They say that the map we played, Peak, featured a series of enclosed circular rooms with a few entry points, making it difficult to siege any one of them without a coordinated assault. There are a few areas to explore outside of these rooms, but unless you're tracking someone down or looking to flank an approach on the center room, you should be focused on these circular rooms. They say once a team manages to capture the center point, the team who didn't is put on the defensive. The point near their starting location becomes active, and if the team who captured the first point captures this one, they win the round. If the defending team manages to hold them off, however, they win instead. So that sounds pretty interesting. We can see that the map they're actually playing on is located in the Dreaming City, and it is called Peak. You'll also notice that radar is on inside of this mode, and it is a competitive mode. They didn't clarify whether this change would be for the competitive playlist on the whole or just for this mode, but I will link the Game Informer coverage of that down below. It's definitely worth a look. The map itself looks pretty awesome as well. They do say that please note this is a development build and some of the UI and textures are still unfinished. We should also bear in mind as well that, as Bungie said, they will be rolling out the PvP content at a slightly later date. So some of the PvP maps will come a little bit later on, apparently some of the modes and potentially some other stuff as well, but Bungie have to break all of that down. Either way, we will have a bunch of other stuff to look forward to as well, of course. But guys, that is going to summarize the video for today. Pretty interesting stuff. For a quick recap, the Forsaken preload will begin on August 28th with the update that brings a few of those key features, including weapon slot changes, heroic story missions, bulk shader deletion, and those false space upgrades. That will be 1 week before, like I said, 28th of August, and then on September 4th, of course, Forsaken will drop. There will be a day 1 patch alongside Forsaken, and that will contain some of the other features. We don't have any details on the timing or the size of that just yet, but I'm sure we'll get them before too long. And finally, just to reiterate, I'm sure many people will ask, on the 31st, that's when Solstice of Heroes will go live. I'll keep you guys posted on all of the changes, any guides to how to get certain things in the game. You'll find it all right here on the channel, guys. As well as that, I'll keep you posted about the Whisper of the Worm exotic mission. That's likely to come up at some point in the next few days. But if you have enjoyed this video, guys, a like below is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and turn on those notifications to see a lot more Destiny 2 content. Check out my sponsor, Into the AM. They have some really cool clothing in their store, really neat graphic design shirts. They've got hats, hoodies, bandanas, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you like the look of that stuff, you can check out their website below. You'll save 10% by using code Houndish in the store. For now though, I very much appreciate you guys watching, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.
When you have acne, you dread every photo. Like the obligatory girls' night out photo. And work ID photos that make me want to work from home. Now, I use Differin Gel. It has the only acne-fighting retinoid you can get in stores without a prescription. Do things Differin.
What's up, guys?
That was
here,
quick.
and today I wanted to jump in with something a little bit different.
Jesus
a little bit
Christ.
different right here on
Did
this
you
channel.
swallow?
We're gonna jump in
Or
and
you
take a
just
look
ate?
at the Whisper of the Worm versus all of the raid bosses currently available in Destiny 2. So we're going to talk about the weapon, talk about some of the bosses and how this weapon actually handles against them, and I'm going to show you some raw gameplay of my team taking some of these bosses down as well.
What
I want
happened?
to say a big thanks to my clanmates who jumped in and helped us get these clears.
Did it just kick you out?
It's a powerful weapon. It hasn't even reached its full potential just yet. So we're going to talk about all of this stuff in this video, guys. If you do
will
enjoy
see
it,
shortly.
everything below is very much appreciated. But for now, let's jump straight into it. So let's start out by talking about the weapon itself. So here it is, the Whisper of the Worm. Of course, this weapon is based on the Black Spindle and the Black Hammer from Destiny 1. If you guys are wondering how to get this weapon, I do have a video breaking it down. It is a time-gated mission, so it comes back up and then disappears again. It looks like it's going
Hardcore
to
team
Oh
deathmatch.
no, I thought you did. Never mind.
Move out and take position. Hostiles
I
inbound.
hate this map. It's not such a death trap. Bruh. Oh.
of course, is that it doesn't draw from your reserves. So essentially, you can just continuously put out rounds, assuming you always get near that crit. Whisper also has polygonal rifling, which increases the stability. It's got armor-piercing rounds, which slightly increases the range and allows the rounds to...
Maybe cancel their asses off on this because, no.
Also a pretty important bonus, missing a shot has the chance to return ammo directly to the magazine. So if you don't hit anything with the shot, you have the chance to get it back, which essentially means it won't disrupt your continuous firing pattern. Whisper also has a fitted star. So how does it do inside of the raids? Well, of course, most of the raids right now only have one final boss and have encounters with a bunch of ads or mechanics otherwise. So while you can use this weapon in other situations...
Enemy recon aircraft in the air!
DPS weapon. The first boss we're going to take a look at is Valkoa from the Spire of Stars. Now, this guy's an interesting one. He's somewhat different. Unless you're shooting from behind him, you have to kind of shoot over his head and over his shoulders to hit the tank on his back. So that is one of the downsides, but the upside is that this guy does have one of the lower health pools for a raid boss, so he's relatively easy to take out.
It's not right on top of me.
Fire superiority!
What? How?
Hands in the way.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air!
So annoying. Every step of the way, I just got pooped.
It's my time.
So as you can see, we managed to take him down relatively easy right there. We actually opted to do something so Lunafaction Boots actually kind of lose the effect of the White Nail perk and causes the weapon to draw ammo from reserves. However, we decided to actually
do that shit on GTA.
The boss is so relatively
Like how they just spawned in on top of me and just shot me in my back.
require the most amount of damage. Because especially on console, we were having instances where we'd actually have to reload quite a bit. You'd miss a shot. So for this guy, on so that we could continuously fire even if we missed a shot, and it actually turned out to be a very easy way to one-phase him from the back of the
Enemy strafing run inbound.
Kind of an
Fall back.
unusual strategy to actually break the White Nail perk in order to do this. We just found it considerably easier to make it on console. Of course, if you're on PC or you have absolutely fantastic aim, then this really isn't going to be necessary, but it's something to bear in mind if you ever wanted to try this. Next up we have Eater of Worlds. Now this is a really interesting one because Argos is incredibly easy to red nose, and you can just land those shots over and over again pretty easily. The one thing that's more likely to hold you back than Argos is going to be the ads.
Get the fuck out of here! I shot this nigga first.
One phase Argos with the Whisper of the Worm. That is incredibly difficult to do. You have to
This is not me cheating, yo.
melee damage buff with the raid gauntlets, have empowering rifts up for pretty much the entirety of the damage phase. That is pretty difficult. But taking the time to manage ads a little bit, you can pretty easily two-phase Argos right now. That's good.
Just fuck off the ground, dumbass.
Recon targets.
I'm not trying to pound on the ground like I didn't see that shit.
I had no heavy there.
Enemy counter recon observed. Ground our aircraft.
Oh wow, okay. Right there in the hallway. Nice, whoever did that. Ooh. Oh, he was down by 2.
Learn from this failure.
I fucking hate that map.
Just that rock there down the left.
So as you can see, the Argos encounter was a bunch of fun right there. Pretty easy to hit the guy and put out a fair amount of damage. Very difficult to one-phase in my opinion. As I mentioned, people had previously done it, but for non-prestige runs in particular, this looks like it's going to be a pretty consistent two-phase for most teams, which you definitely can't complain about. The final boss we took on would be Callus right here. Kind of like Valkyrie, Callus is a little bit tricky to crit, especially on console, especially on the front plates as well, because you're very close to him, so the recoil that you get with the sniper is much more noticeable. However, with that lower health pool, assuming you land a reasonable amount of shots, he's pretty easy to take down in just one phase. We did it with 82 stacks right here, so it isn't super high, it's decent. I actually miss a ton of shots in this run, so this one kind of is just a testament to how strong the weapon actually is. Also, Callus stood up and kind of glitched out at the end, which is kind of amusing as well.
With Treseme's Keratin Smooth collection, infused with marula oil, you can have smooth hair that moves with you for up to 24 hours. Tresemme puts in the work, so you can work it.
Well, jump up.
106. Without striking hand.
You miss it. Oh wow. Okay, is it me?
I'm immune.
Alright, let's go through that crispy one phase, boys. I'm gonna try and put a rally on this one.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Remember your training. Make us proud.
I just run around the whole map.
We're dominating them. Keep pushing.
Feind ausgeschaltet!
Let's go, dudes. Jump off.
What the fuck? Ah, with this fucking shotgun, you about to irritate the shattering.
We can't keep this up.
Black Spindle like broke him, dude. So there we go, guys. That was the Callus run we managed to get. Obviously, the weapon is very, very strong. The D1 versus D2 versions. For me personally, I can definitely notice the difference in the scope. The recoil seems to be a bit more severe, not by an absolutely massive amount, but versus other heavy.
How? If I still shot this nigga first, yo, this shit cheating.
Black Spindle again, of course, it is the Whisper of the Wire. But we have yet to get the masterwork, which will grant the it's going to take a couple more weeks inside the
Okay, he should have been dead right
Enemy recon
there.
aircraft
Okay.
in the air.
get that
Okay.
masterwork upgrade, this thing is going to become positively ridiculous. So the thing to remember with this weapon the Whisper of the Worm will actually be reslotted. I don't believe it will. I imagine it would probably stay in the heavy slot, especially if it's going to do unless of course they are going to do major kind of overhauls of the damage and different archetypes. So imagine having this in your heavy slot, you could be rocking, you know, a shotgun or a fusion, whichever other kind of special weapon you really like. And inside of these raids, inside of new high-level content, it's going to be absolutely fantastic to go back to that kind of super high-power 3-weapon system. And Whisper of the Worm would absolutely stay in the heavy slot, but you could have a shotgun and a sniper or something like that, and it would be a very solid loadout. Whisper of the Worm is really good right now. It's going to get even better with the Catalyst. Have all these different slot options. Man, we're going to feel like gods. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Just thought we'd take a quick casual run through all of the raid bosses. I know plenty of people have one-phased these guys with the Whisper and done all kinds of crazy stuff. So it would be fun.
Wow.
So let us know down below if you've picked the weapon up or how you've been using it inside of raids, any awesome clears that you've got with the weapon. Good luck to everyone who's going to be jumping back in and attempting to get the weapon when the mission comes back up. If you haven't joined the video, much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you want to see a lot of this.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Subscribe, turn on those notifications to see a lot more details.
bitch.
Searching for targets.
Fuck you. Got a double kill on the bitch.
Care package descending. Protect the drop zone.
Wow. How?
Low altitude bomber inbound. Dropping incendiary. Enemy strafing run inbound.
You gotta watch out for those too. I forgot to tell you that. If they're calling like a score streak and it's not ours, you gotta watch out for that because it was gonna automatically kill you. You gotta watch out for that.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Ow. Ow. Ooh, shit, he scared me. Don't do that shit. And I almost got he's shot in the face. Oh my god. Wow, are you camping in the hallway? They was camping like a bitch.
That's what you do. Somebody just turn off your notification.
That's what I do. I've been turning my shit off. I ain't gonna worry about that shit popping on my screen.
Playing Call of Duty, you don't want that. You don't that shit gonna be fun. Oh, too much. I mean, even like it's that important that you need to be on. This somebody trying to, like, you trying to play with us. Take him with you. Another time.
Was that necessary? He's sitting there dancing like he good. Boy, all y'all was doing was fucking camping. Then we just come off the shit. I remember, like, say if my boyfriend playing with us, he gonna be, he'll be like a tryhard. I know how, I know, cause I played with him before on here. On World War II, he was going off.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Stay wary. Pick your shots.
I think
They
all the
always
characters
run like that.
no, all the characters like that.
That's how all the characters be running. I don't know why they run like that. What the fuck?
Not really still. Yeah, it's like they run into the bed. That shit weird.
Enemy care package observed.
He
Deny
just
them their
got kicked by a
resupply.
trip line. I heard that. They be doing that to me, so it's annoying. What? You just ate my bullet? Okay.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Oh shit, he scared the fuck out of me. What the fuck? Damn. Motherfuckers creeping up and shit. The fuck? Okay, Simone. You almost had. I saw that double kill pop on the screen. So you ain't doing good.
Recon airborne.
Wow.
Here's the momentum.
Shit.
We have tactical advantage. Keep firing.
I ain't even move, but okay.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
What the fuck? Where he come from?
Ooh.
Enemy strafing run incoming. Get to cover.
Why you always get hit by that?
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
And I got hit by something. What the fuck? Damn, I just jinxed my own stuff.
We've lost fire superiority.
Oh, dang.
Prepare to attack.
Dang. Now, wow.
I think this is relaxing.
Oh. These people gamer tags is weird. What the fuck?
Nice. Not 6%.
Doobie Man 420. What the fuck?
That's how you get girls with that name. Get all this shit.
Red Bones World.
Said red bone squirrel. Oh shit, he knows Sandy from SpongeBob too. Sandy with the cheeks.
Gator 324 Live 5000.
Oh, so he eats gators for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Boom water. I know what he be doing with that water. Oh, so he hunts snows for winter? Alright. Yeah. Alright. I can keep going.
Dude.
Yeah, hunt snow rabbits for winter. I want a rabbit season. The fuck? It's rabbit season, not dark. Rabbit.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Oh my god, it's not this alright. You're gonna be camping in those windows too, so you're gonna have to walk to that.
Move out and take position.
I hate when they be
Hostiles
spawn
inbound.
killing you too, like as soon as you spawn in, they right there. Waiting for you.
We have them on the run. Kill them all.
Kind of like that guy from The Simpsons. I'm dude. There you go. But you got it right. I moved. You got it. So keep pushing, buddy.
We need reinforcements.
Down. Now what? I hate this shit. I couldn't see shit. I had to stop for a moment. Ow! Bitch!
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
I can't see shit. Where they coming from? I don't know. Ooh. Get the fuck down, ho. Oh shit. Ah! Look, she can't hide me. How in the fuck? I'm getting pissed.
Ich glaube, ich hab ihn.
Get the fuck out of here. Bruh. You know what? Okay. That's the same dude that
Recon
killed me.
airborne, searching for targets.
In the spinal cord. Oh, wow.
Bei die AA kann.
Ow.
Fertig machen und flankieren! Vorne, over! Ich schmeiße eine Granate!
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Stop. Werfe Granate!
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Oh, fuck, man.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Our advance failed.
The rest it was funny. That is good.
What happened?
Team deathmatch. Eliminate the enemy team. Line them up! No ammo! Cover me!
Follow me! I need ammo!
Recon airborne. You showed real grit out there. Damn fine work, soldier.
Bastard monkey. That's okay.
Team deathmatch. Remember your training. Make us proud. We have fire superiority. We need reinforcements. We control the battlefield. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. We're being outmaneuvered.
Ah, you fucking bitch.
Have them on the run. Kill them all. We're being outmaneuvered. Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover.
Werfe Betäubungsgranate!
We're being outmaneuvered.
What the fuck was that? Yo. I'm sweet, Get your ass down. You ain't going nowhere, ho.
They just came out with a Carter. They don't need this. You can get for free. Nice. You just gotta go find it. Really. I'm jumping on roof. It's a drift car. I've been to all that. So I already know what the best cards. Like, say you want to play on. I know the best cards to use on everybody else uses. Nah, but I have to. Well, I help you with the find the parts, but like, say you want to sweep your car to get the best cards for your car, I'll have to mod your Need for Speed, so you can get like maxed out part token. Cause you get like they give you like 3,000 something rolls doing the car. Anyway, you have like close to $1 billion in the game. But that I mean, you're looking by your car in the game, but I'm trying to do that. Or if you do that, messes up the game. This game not bad playing online. It's fun, dude. You can like do emojis and stuff to them. To say that their car looks shitty, you can like do an emoji and you hear her laughing at them or something. You're laughing at them. Nothing to do on GTA. They said we get the next deal, next DJ out next week. Another DJ. Yeah, it's like I told you everything is Drift Street. So we get the next DJ next week. Yeah, it's a lot of cars. Like I seen all the stuff that's like the unreleased cars. I already saw them on YouTube. So, like people can look in the files and hack it, like hack it where they can use those unreleased stuff. They already saw it. They coming out. It's just gonna be like those other DLCs we had where they release them here. I think every Tuesday. That's how they do.
I
heard that.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all Axis forces. Mission begins now. Remember your training. We're winning the fight!
What? Wow. Cover the photo. Okay.
We're being outmaneuvered.
Whatever.
the trench! That's my pride! Think I got him!
Care package on the way. Protect the drop zone.
Out of ammo!
Paratroopers inbound. Enemy care package observed. Stop there, resupply. Mortar shot out. Sweeping the zone. We're breaking their backs.
Go, go, go!
Mine ready!
We're being outmaneuvered.
Mine prime!
Grenade! Fire! They're in the trench! Over there!
Like a massacre. What the hell happened out there?
I'm done. This dude trying to be like a female. It's just, you know, like how us females put their fingers like, do like that symbol, like, you know, like what they want when they want pussy or whatever. This dude did that and posted that shit on Instagram. Something about some of the things I can do with my tongue. Boy. What the fuck? I'm dead.
You gonna be eating the wrong girl out, he gonna catch it all in his mouth. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be all in his mouth.
I just ran into that shit. I just ran into.
I'm telling you, his best bet is waiting on his wife. He can do that to his wife all the time.
I just ran into that shit. This shit was fucking good. Some of the things I can do with my tongue, boy. You ain't no fucking female. Get your fingers from around your mouth making that symbol. Like he want pussy. Boy.
That's what he want. He's saying he can eat out pussy, but I'm saying eat out the wrong girl. It's over for his She might like it, but he ain't gonna like it in the end.
I'm dead.
Mission priorities are shifting.
Good.
You up for a new challenge, ma'am?
He's all in your mouth.
We'll need volunteers for that later. I'll let you know.
That shit crazy.